Hello everyone, and welcome to this ukulele series for older adults and seniors. My name is Kelly, and this is the third lesson in this series. Today we're going to be working on chords. We're going to be learning the chords F major and G major. Make sure your ukulele is in tune. I have this handy little snark tuner that I use. Snark, S-N-A-R-K. This is supposed to be fun, so make sure that you have your favorite drink on hand, whether that be coffee, tea, or a nice Malbec. Chardonnay? Now, if you want to get better at the ukulele, make sure you subscribe to this channel and like this video so that you don't miss the next lesson in this series. All right, let's get started. We'll do a bit of review first. In the last lesson, we had learned the chords C major and A minor. Let's just practice those for a little bit now. We'll go to C major. That's the one where you play the third fret on the bottom string. And I like to use my ring finger here, like this. And we'll just get strumming. So a little warm up here. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we'll go to A minor. That's when we play the top string up here on the second fret, and I like to use my middle finger. You can just follow along. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So to be able to play some fun songs, we need to be able to play more than 2 chords, ideally 3, 4, or 5 chords. So let's work on that. First we'll do the F major chord. Now the F major chord is a little bit more difficult because it requires us to use 2 fingers. And the way I like to find F major is to start by playing A minor up here by using the middle finger, right? Like this, just how we were playing before. Okay, so that's A minor. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a finger to the first fret, second string here. So the second string is the second one up from the bottom. So remember when we count our strings, we count from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4. So going back to that A minor here, that was the top string, second fret, right? And then we use our pointer finger and we add the note, the first fret on the second string right here. So you can, if you want to start on the bottom and then go up one like this, you can do that. And then when you have these 2 held down like this, you can strum. The first string on the bottom, that's open, and the third string is open here. So open means that you're not pushing down on the string. It's just played open. Okay, let's practice finding that again. We'll go up here to the second fret on the top string with our middle finger, and then we'll go to the first fret on the second string. Then you're gonna push firmly on the back, you're gonna squeeze, all right? It sounded pretty good. Now if you get some muted strings, if you're getting this type of sound here on these open strings, that probably means you need to arch your fingers a little forward like this. Here's a different view for you. So here's muted. I got some muted strings. Oh no, muted! Oh, it sounds terrible. Then I arch my fingers forward like this by pivoting the wrist. N, B, C. I just figured that out. N, B, C, N, B, C. We're all old enough to remember that jingle, right? So now what we'll do is we'll practice switching from A minor to F. We'll start with A minor. And then we'll do 4 strums on A minor. So here we go, 4 strums. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're gonna add a finger to do the F. So F is the first fret down here on the second string. We got that, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're gonna remove the finger and go back to the A minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna add it back, F major. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that round one more time. A minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back to F major. Mind over matter. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna play the chord G major. Now G major requires 3 fingers, and I would say it is the most difficult out of all 4 chords that we're gonna do so far. So G major looks like this. It's like a little triangle. I like to imagine a triangle shape here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start by playing the bottom string on the 2nd fret, like this, with our middle finger, okay? The next thing I like to do is put my pointer finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, okay? So we get this on the bottom string, 2nd fret, that's the middle finger. And then we have our pointer finger playing the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. So it's skipping one, there's a string in between there. So these are both on the 2nd fret, all right? Then we have to add another finger, believe it or not, our ring finger to the 2nd fret, 3rd string, kind of in between there, all right? Looks like this. Okay. It's kind of a tricky one. Let's go back and find that again. So we're gonna start on the bottom string, 2nd fret. Use your middle finger here. And then we're gonna go, pointer finger is gonna go on the 2nd fret, 3rd string. Okay, so you got that one in between there. And then our ring finger is gonna go on the 3rd fret, 2nd string, like that. Now there are some variations of this chord that don't sound quite as good, but they're just as useful. What you can do for a variation on the chord is to just do the 2 notes that we started with, so the 2nd fret on the 3rd string and the 2nd fret on the 1st string, and then not the ring finger. So just do those 2 like that. You might get this one open, okay? Sounds kind of a little funky. It's called G6, but chances are that's gonna be muted, so it'll sound like this. So just finding that G major is a good practice routine. It could take you a minute or 2 to just get to it. And just know this, that everybody's going through the same process when they're learning chords, and it's slow. And there aren't really any shortcuts, because what you need to do is develop muscle memory in order for your fingers to get to the chord quickly. Just like riding a bike, once you learn the chord and develop the muscle memory, you won't have to do it again. Your fingers will just go there. So what I recommend now for you is to practice going through all 4 chords. For example, you can do C. You can just do a little strumming pattern or whatever if you want to just do 4 strums. And then switch. A minor would be the next one. And then our F, where we add a finger. And then the G major here. You don't even have to strum them if you don't want to. You can do what's called passive practice, where you just move your fingers from chord to chord without strumming. Or you could even do this, play the same chord over and over again. For example, on G major, because that's the tricky one, is to go to G major, get it ready, and then just take your fingers off, wiggle them, and then put them back. Take your fingers off, wiggle them, put them back, and then just repeat that over and over again. And eventually you'll get faster at it. So don't give up on these chords too soon. I guarantee you're going to be able to do them if you just stick with it. At some point, you'll have a breakthrough, and then it'll have paid off in spades for you, because then you'll be able to play a bunch of fun songs. Thank you very much for using these videos for your learning. I appreciate it, and I hope that you have a wonderful day.